My name is Divested Witch, and tonight I want to talk about Cynthia G admitting that she still sleeps with black males. Now, I have a major problem with this because a lot of people look at Cynthia G as if she's some sort of queen or god of divestment when she's not divested at all. Divested black women do not sleep with black males. They do not date black males. They do not marry black males. Cynthia G loves to take divested speaking points and then manipulate them in a way that suits her. A lot of black women love the ideal of divestment, but they don't want to put in any of the work that it takes to be divested. So let's listen to this live stream of her admitting that she's still sleeping with black males, even knowing everything that she knows about them.
I don't. I'm telling you, as a woman, I don't. A man's dick doesn't move me an inch emotionally. It doesn't move me at all. So to me, it's nothing to me to look at a black man, and if I want to, because people are saying, oh, well, it sounds like CNG still having sex with black. If I want to, I'm going to. But am I going to sit here and discuss my sex life with people on YouTube? No.
And that's what you call deflecting, okay? Because ain't nobody wants you to discuss your sex life, okay? But people do want you to discuss why you think it's okay to sleep with black males, and you're sitting here talking about divested speaking points. You're telling other black women that they need to date outside their race, they need to explore their options and so forth, but yet you're not exploring your options, okay? You're sitting here reading off statistics about how horrible Blackistan is and how horrible the men are to the women, but yet you want to go back there and choose from this group of men? Like, make it make sense.
But just know that and it's not just a black man. Whoever I want to have sex with,
she says whoever she wants to have sex with, but we know she's still just messing with black males, because ain't no self-respecting white man gonna be messing with you if you're still sleeping with nakers. Point blank, period.
I will have sex with them. Sex is not spiritual.
Sex is very spiritual, so she's wrong about that. Every time you have sex, you're creating soul ties to that person. So if you think that you're going to be divested and still sleeping around with black males, you are never going to escape. You're always going to be black male identified. She's pretty much the same women that she complains about in her videos. She's always accusing black women of being black male worshipers, but she's a black male worshiper herself. That's why she's not able to break away from Dusty BBC. Like, to me, it's a no-brainer for me. Like, I am not attracted to black males. I don't want them. I don't date them. I don't marry them. I don't have time for that dysfunction in my life, okay? Point blank, period. But she's sitting here telling her subscribers that it's completely okay to mess with these males, these same males that she talks about in her videos all the time. Like, it really is hypocrisy at its finest.
Can it be spiritual? Yes. But it is not inherently spiritual. It's not. Y'all are making it spiritual. It's not spiritual.
It is spiritual, okay? That's why you cannot escape BBC. That's why you know all the terrible stats about the BBC and you're still sleeping with it. You know why? It's because that BBC has a spiritual tie connected to you, okay? When you have sex with someone, you create a soul bond, all right? Little does she know this. That's why she's sitting here talking about sex has no spiritual connections.
But the women who think that they should stop having sex with black men, absolutely stop. If you think not having sex with black men is going to change something, stop. But for me, no. To me, sex is sex. To me, sex is the equivalent of me eating when I'm hungry. Like, I'm getting hungry, so I'm about to order me some food, but I'm not emotionally attached to the food. No.
And, you know, I think this way of thinking is going to keep you single and alone for a very long time, because humans are not just only looking for sex. We're looking for love. We're looking for companionship. We're looking for that connection, okay? Meanwhile, you just out here looking for sex. Well, you know what I mean? That kind of limits you to the type of men that are going to be in your life.
Food is serving a purpose. The food is assuaging a craving that I have. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat, and then I'm not gonna be hungry anymore. If I'm horny, I'm gonna have sex, then I'm not horny anymore. It's that simple. To me, that's what it is to me. But I get to most women it's not. So if you can't separate sex from emotions, then yes, by all means, stop having sex with black men. By all means. If you having sex with them means you're about to fall in love with them, don't have sex with them then. Absolutely, don't have sex with them. But
And she sits here and she's comparing sex to hunger. So, I mean, it's almost like you're acting in an animalistic way. You know what I mean? If you knew that the food you were eating was poisonous, why would you go back to that same food and consume it? Okay? You're not going to be fulfilled. You're always going to be empty or you're going to be sick. Okay? Like, come on.
to me, no, sex and love is not interchangeable. And I really think it would behoove black women specifically because they are being manipulated by black men sexually. I think it would behoove you to stop thinking that sex and emotion is interchangeable.
I think it would behoove you to stop fucking with black males altogether. Okay? You just admitted that black males are sitting here taking advantage of you, hurting you, toe tagging you every 4.8 hours. Then why are you sitting here telling black women that they need to keep fucking with black males?
Because you know for the man it's not. You know that sex is not interchangeable with feelings for the man. So stop
I don't
thinking
think a lot
about
of
your
women
feelings
actually
and start thinking about his.
do realize that though, Sin. I think a lot of women, and this is why women often have sex with men and oftentimes mediocre sex with men, is because they think it's going to build an emotional bridge. And I think that
Girl, just because you're having mediocre sex, like, that doesn't speak for the rest of us. Me and my man have a excellent sex life. But a lot of times these women will sit here, they got burnt over and over again for fucking with the wrong dudes. And instead of learning from that and increasing their standards, they just take a wide brush and just brush it over all men. Like, all men think with their dicks and all men are unemotional and all men, you know what I mean? It's coming from a damaged mindset, okay? And that type of way of thinking is going to leave you single and alone for a very long time.
that's where a lot of women do get caught up is
Because it's
they
not.
view sex. I mean, I know that I do. And I know, like you said, most women are going to think that way, that sex is building an emotional bridge when for men, men, like I was saying yesterday on my channel, men have sex with their own hands. They don't, they,
So women have sex with their own hands too. I masturbate all the time. What is your point? Okay? That doesn't mean that men are not capable of having emotional connections when they're having sex. Okay? If my man thought the way these two were thinking, my man would fuck everything in sight. My man doesn't do that. Okay? My man works and comes home every day. He doesn't go to bars. He don't go to no clubs. And if he does go to a bar, he's taking me with him. Okay? But if you got the perspective of these two, men are just out here brainless, just, I'm brainless and all I think is with my dick and that's it. Okay? Give men more credit than that. Okay? Not all men are like that.
literally, sex means literally almost nothing to most men. I'm not going to say all men. Some men have deeper, function on a deeper level than that. But for most men,
Yeah, and you know what? You're never going to meet those men. All right? Because both of y'all are damaged. Both of y'all don't want to take any accountability for getting the help you need. That's why they want to sit up here and talk about divesting talking points, but they're not really giving you any solid advice on how to get divested, okay? How to find good men, where to find good men, how to be a good woman. They're not giving you any of that advice. They're just sitting here telling you black man bad, and you should divest, and you can fuck them if you want to. Just disconnect. That's the message here.
they will have sex with a doll. They just really, they're not.
Well, Yanni was actually reading yesterday on her live stream this large, long, drawn out Facebook post from a black man. And in that post, he said, "We don't like women, we like your vagina. We like."
So, I don't give a shit. This is the fucking problem that I have with Cynthia G. Is because a lot of black males will watch Cynthia G, and Cynthia G is still caring about what black males think. And then they come over to divested spaces like my channel and think that they got a shot with us divestors. Like, no, motherfucker, I don't want shit to do with you. Okay? I don't want to sleep with you. I'm not sexually attracted to you. I don't want you in my life. I don't even want your ass in my inner circle. Like, gone. Kick rocks. Okay? Shit. I mean, of course she's sitting here talking about some Facebook post a black man wrote. Because she cares. You know why she cares? It's because she has a soul tie connected to her that she don't even see. She's sitting here talking about, you don't have no spiritual connections while having sex. Yes, you do. And it forms a soul tie. That's why she's so triggered and bothered by this black man's post talking about, we only like you for your vaginas. Okay? That's why it's so triggering for her. But to divested black women, I'm not triggered at all. I have zero emotions when it comes to black males. Zero. I walk around in my everyday life, running my errands. I see hundreds of black males, whatever. I don't fucking feel no anger or animosity. Like, fuck them, fuck you, fuck it. I don't think that. They're almost like invisible to me. Okay? But if you got soul ties connected to the motherfuckers, of course you're going to be emotionally connected and upset over what they're saying and doing online. Because you still connected to the motherfuckers. Us divestors, we're not.
your vagina. And
Yeah,
we
they
will
don't
absolutely
necessarily
have
look at
sex
women
with
as
you and not
people.
like you.
Yeah. No, seriously. That's what I was literally just talking about this on my live yesterday. That's why I had to pull it.
Mhm.
I was talking about the fact that women equate men's sexual attraction to mean something, but men are sexually attracted to the sound of a woman's voice. They're sexually attracted to their own hands. They're sexually attracted to pictures. They're like, it doesn't mean anything.
It means a lot. And I'm sexually attracted to a man's voice. I'm sexually attracted to photos. Like, why do you think that that's just only seen in men? Okay? Women, we have sexual attractions to do the same things. You know? And to sit there and say, it doesn't mean anything. If he's sexually attracted to you, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I mean, I know men are going to be sexually attracted to me. But you have to understand that that is natural. And you as a woman need to be looking for something more. And you need to set boundaries and expectations for men that are in your life. Okay? I don't fucking have time for booty calls. I don't have time for cheap hookups. I'm gonna fucking man, get my orgasm and then you can bounce. I don't have time for that. Okay? I'm looking for a boyfriend that's gonna elevate me to be a wife. Okay? That is where you need to be going. Especially knowing the information that you know, okay? You know the information you know about Blackistan. You know how terrible it is. You know the horrible statistics. You don't want to be just another, sad sob statistic. Baby mama of 12 kids by 12 different dudes. You still unmarried. If you follow the advice from Cynthia G, this is where you're going to be at. Because they're not really offering any fucking solid advice here. Okay? Men are trash. Men only think with their dicks. We can still have sex with black men. This is not good advice at all. It's not.
It doesn't mean
And
anything.
it's
Which brings me
foolish
back to
for women
point
to
A
keep
of why you
thinking that.
shouldn't have sex with them. Because honestly, until it does mean something, I think it's a waste of time to even sleep with the man. Unless you are the rare bird, like Sin. But for me, I'm just like, I just wouldn't give that to them. Because right now, men are led by their penises. And their penises don't have brains.
Well, really, if black women employ standards, boundaries, and expectations, are they really going to be having sex with black men anyway?
It's funny that she says that. She's pretty much saying that she don't have standards, boundaries, or expectations. Because she just admitted already that she's still sleeping with black males. So right there, she just gave herself away right there.
Probably
depends on the
not.
black man. Because I mean, I'm having sex with one. Great, amazing sex.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was
So they both talking about they having sex with black men. So neither of them have boundaries, standards, or expectations. And I'm supposed to take advice from you? Give me a break.
after you ended up marrying
But
him
I'm
and
gonna say on
deeming
the
him
whole,
worthy.
no. Like 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a no.
Yeah,
But
Is it a no or is it a yes? Make your mind up. Because now y'all are just, with the semantics here. Okay? Your audience is not stupid. I've heard several people mention that Cynthia G is still messing with black males and how she's a fraud. Okay? And so it's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And I'm sick and tired of women using divested speaking points and then trying to manipulate and bend it in a way that suits them. You don't want to put in the fucking effort to be divested, okay? You're trying to take the easy way out. If there is an easy way out dealing with black males, I certainly don't see any easy way out dealing with them, okay? Look at the fucking statistics. They leave baby mamas with every fucking groups of women they get with. They have the highest HIV rates, high domestic violence rates, toe tagging black women every 4.8 hours, and you still want to mess with black males? After knowing that, you definitely don't have no standards, boundaries, or expectations.
It's like, so do I really need to tell black women don't have sex with black men, or do I just really need to tell them have standards, boundaries, and expectations?
If you were a good leader and you practice what you preach, you would be telling them both, okay? Because if you have standards, you ain't gonna be fucking with the lowest groups of males on the fucking planet who have a long and solid track record of fucking you up.
I mean, standards, boundaries, and expectations will do the work.
It will do the work. And that's why I don't tell them don't have sex with black men. I tell them have standards, boundaries, and expectations. And I know automatically if they have standards, boundaries, and expectations, guess who they're not going to be having sex with?
But yet you are having sex with them. You see the hypocrisy? You see the contradiction right there? Okay? Like, I'm highly intelligent. Like, you can't run no game on me. Okay? I can destroy your fucking arguments. All right? How you going to sit there and say, I'm going to tell my subscribers to have standards, boundaries, and expectations? So if I tell my subscribers to have standards, boundaries, and expectations, then that means they're not going to be sleeping with black males. But you sleeping with them. So the leader doesn't have boundaries and standards and expectations, but you expect your followers to. You see how ass backwards that shit is?
Black men. So I don't need to tell them to not to withhold sex. But for the people who are saying, oh, why is it this CNG can talk so poorly about these men but still have sex with them? Why can't I eat a sandwich when I'm hungry?
Because that sandwich has a proven track record of poisoning you. Okay? Would you go eat at a restaurant if they had a track record of having E. coli? Would you go still eating there?